Now, the world's largest aerospace company says they are going to set aside $100 million for the families and communities who were affected by the two fatal crashes involving the 737 MAX jet. Now, Boeing is already in talks to settle legal claims with the families of dozens of victims in the Lion Air crash last year and Ethiopian Airlines crash in March. Now, the two accidents claimed the lives of 346 people and led to the grounding of 737 MAX jets worldwide. So to go further in depth with this, we bring in Jamie Finch, former Director of Government and Family Affairs at the National Transportation Safety Board. Jamie, we bring you in on a wide variety of issues. This one actually is in your wheelhouse.
Yes.
Is Boeing trying to do the right thing, or are they just trying to prevent further litigation?
Well, no. Well, we've learned from past accidents, before the Family Assistance Act of 1996, lawsuits were they come anyway. You'll never be able to stop lawsuits. But what you can do is take some of the fervor out of them and the anger by treating families correctly. And so Boeing's doing the right thing. This is probably the best PR move that I've seen them make this entire process, which is to go and take care of the families and making sure that their initial needs are being met. Now, this does not preclude them from being sued or anything else like that by those families. Them taking this money doesn't give away their rights to sue Boeing. So Boeing's going to have more lawsuits out of it. But what this really does is it shows that they're trying to do the right thing. It shows that they are being good citizens on this, and that also that they're trying to take some of the venom out of this for themselves, because they have a lot of other things going on now. As you know, the 787. Right. The DOJ is now investigating that, and when the Department of Justice is going after you, you know that there's some kind of potential criminal act.
Well, that's the thing. Is this just basically trying to take the heat off of both the DOJ and others looking into all these? It's amazing. Once you put the spotlight on the company, there's all these other issues that are popping up where they're saying, right, okay, let's get the spotlight off of us.
Well, yeah. I mean, anytime that you do something like this, there's the alternative motives, and they're trying to do the right thing, but also they're trying to do the right thing by the company, right, because they want to save themselves. And so by doing the right thing, they're saving themselves. And so it all works copacetically, but they are, this is the best move that they could make. Now, I'm very concerned about how they're distributing this money.
Let's talk about that. How are they going to distribute to the victims and their families?
Yeah, it's very odd. They said they're going to be giving it to local charities and other organizations.
That's a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes, I think normally when you make up this bureaucracy, that's usually when the dollars get lost, they don't actually go to the families.
Exactly.
Same thing in aerospace?
Absolutely. Where some people, somebody starts skimming off the
right,
funds.
Everybody's going to take a layer to pay the electric bills.
Exactly. And so I'm very curious to see how they're going to maintain control over this. I know how we do it in the U.S., right, but I mean how they're going to be doing this in the Philippines, in Indonesia and in Ethiopia.
Any idea that that's because the government's making them do that way, or is it because this is Boeing's choice? You never know what they're...
There may not be the infrastructure there,
right,
like we have here, and that may be the best, maybe the best method to get this out. But I'm very
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but cautious.
You're cautious. Okay, $100 million sounds like a lot of money. Is that enough actually to cover 346 people, their families?
No. Well,
okay.
No. If you take it and you divide that out by 100 million by 346 right, people, families, and so forth, and these families are pretty extensive, and sometimes they've lost the primary breadwinner.
And is it going to be equal across the board? Does everybody get the same amount? Are they going to judge how much a person's value was on the plane? That's just opening up Pandora's box for them.
And that's where the lawsuits come in.
Okay.
I would imagine for this particular situation, they're going to look at individual cases, and there's going to be by head,
right,
basically.
And why are we just now hearing about this now? I mean, they could have actually, if this was, they could have done this months ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they should have done this a long time ago. I mean, this is a PR nightmare that they have created for themselves. I mean, the first crash of this plane was in October of 18. Then you had the next one in March. And here is the 1st of July. And they're just now doing this.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the distribution of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jamie, for following us from the beginning to the end. Thank you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.